handkerchief ló lò.
Ojú oorun tó wà yìí. Ibo ni wọ́n ti dì mú?
Mo dì mú lọ́wọ́.
Ok. Ìkejì wa kọ́ tí òun kò rán ni.
Òun kò dì mú lẹ́sẹ̀ ni.
Ok, òun náà dì mú lẹ́sẹ̀, ó tẹ̀sẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀. Báwo lè ṣe wá pa?
Kàṣíìmù yẹn ló dùnbù ẹ̀.
Sọ̀rọ̀ sókè gbó.
Kàṣíìmù yẹn ló dùnbù ẹ̀.
Ó dùnbù ẹ̀. Ó fọ̀bẹ̀ sí lọ́rùn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ó yá, báwo lè ṣe wá ṣe ìgbà tó dùnbù ẹ̀ tó ń kọ́?
Òun náà ló
kò pariwo ni.
Àyọ̀rọ̀.
You see, every time we think we've seen it all, another story comes up that shakes the very foundation of humanity. Today, we are looking at the disturbing case of twin brothers, Taiwo and Koinde Yemitan. Both 47 years old, men who worked as carpenter and herbalists. But behind that ordinary lives hid something very darker. So these two brothers were arrested for killing this sex worker and using her body part for ritual purposes. Police said the twins had been running underworld operation where they sold human body parts for as low as 20,000 naira and as high as 100,000 naira, depending on what the buyer wanted to use it for. Probably fortune soap, good luck charms, and so many things like that. I even hear that they even use it as a ritual bath mixture. Whenever they use it to bath, it will attract spirits that will actually bring them wealth and fortune. I think Taiwo was first arrested around December 22, 2024 alongside another man called Kazim, while Kende tried to flee, but he was also caught. According to our source, the victim was lured into a suspect home around Abeokuta. There, she was murdered. Police surveillance and the So Safe Corps had to work hand in hand before tracking Kinde. It wasn't an easy task for them, but they put more effort to make sure Kinde was arrested. Kinde's arrest happened around December 30th, not too long after the crime. From the confession, Taiwo actually opened up and gave chilling details of how he and his twin brothers had been operating for years. He said they got their training as herbalists while working on a carpentry job in Kwara State. They studied in Kwara State University, and I think probably that was where they learned all this art through the influence of some kind of friends. Because according to him, he said there they met people who introduced them into the world of charm, ritual killings, and human parts trading. Taiwo claimed he used to live with his wife and 2 children in Ota, but he spent most of his weekends with his brother in Abeokuta, Kinde. That was where the main operation happened. According to Taiwo, Kinde was the one deeply in ritual practices and was the first to introduce him into the killing and selling of human parts. He described how they would dismember their victim, grill some body parts and grind others into powder, and even mix some with alcohol also to make what they called good fortune mixture or good fortune to work rather than good fortune products. Most of them you see them cashing out. This is what most of them involve themselves into. Each part had a tag price, 20,000 naira for the smaller part, while 50,000 naira for the limb and 100,000 naira for a heart or for a head. He said they had an accomplice named Kazim who often supplied them with fresh human parts wrapped in nylon. Kazim had reportedly delivered them or, served them so many human parts before this particular incident. And he didn't just deliver it once to them, he delivered it 4 times before he was arrested. Now I'm going to take you back to all the story, the main thing that happened that particular day. Taiwo said it was Kinde who brought the woman, and this young woman was identified only as Darasimi. She was picked up from the Lafenwa area of Abeokuta under the pretense of spending the night. They even served her foods, fufu, from a nearby food vendor with the help of a young boy named Samson who ran errands for the brothers. This act was actually well planned but was so cruel. Later that evening, while Dorasimi was on her phone, he even told someone she was going to return home the next day, but that never happened. According to Taiwo, Kinde later told him that Darasimi would be the one they would use for ritual purposes. During the night, Kinde called this lady into another room, while Kazim appeared from nowhere and covered her face with a handkerchief. Taiwo held this lady's leg while Kende pinned her down. Then Kazim slaughtered her and drained her blood into a bowl and mixed it with alcohol. They took her heart, kidney, legs and head, while Kazim left with the other body parts. But that was where their luck ran out, honestly. But unknown to them, the man who had agreed to buy the girl's head for luck was part of a security group known as Agbekoya in Abeokuta. His name was Fakorede, and this man has been used as a bait to track these criminals. So Taiwo said they agreed to meet the supposed buyer of the girl's head around the Premier College Road, Abeokuta. So he carried the human head inside a sack, but not knowing that it was a complete setup. The entire meeting was actually a setup, planned and organized by these security agents, Fakorede. As soon as he arrived at the supposed spot, security agents moved in and arrested him. And that was the end of their evil operation. During interrogation, you need to hear what Taiwo said. He confessed everything. He even begged for forgiveness, claiming that he warned his brother Kehinde to stop the killing, but Kehinde wouldn't listen. Their biggest sales ever was 100,000 naira, usually for a head or a heart. Taiwo and Kehinde had never imagined being caught this way. And they said none of their family members had come to visit them ever since they got arrested. They pleaded that the police should pardon them, that they will never go back to such life or they will never engage themselves in killing. But let's be honest, how do you pardon something like this, so terrible and brutal? I mean, I'm kind of imagining this. I mean, how do you forgive a human being who turns another person into a product, reducing life to a price tag? It is cases like this that reminds us how deep ritual killing have eaten into our society. Every month there is always a new report, another victims, another confession, another shocking murder, and another shocking discovery. Most times it is not just poverty or ignorance. It is greed, desperation, and the false belief that money can only come through blood. The Yemita twins may now be behind bars, but their story is a reflection of something very, very bigger, far bigger, a mindset that needs to be confronted in every community. When people begin to see human life as a shortcut to wealth, then something is really broken, like deeply broken in the system.
No. Mo èdè lọ́wọ́ mú ni.
Wọ́n ló dípò lọ́wọ́ mú, o ti sọ fún kìkì tẹ́lẹ̀ pé nǹkan tẹ́fẹ́ ṣe nìyà bí.
Àgbà mi ní ìṣẹ́bọ̀ ló sọ pé oní ìdòwò. Ó dẹ̀ àyùgbà, ó ṣàtọ́ pé oní ìdòwò ni ó dẹ̀ pé nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe lélẹ́yìí o. Wọ́n náà, Kẹ́hìndé ṣé o ti máa ní ṣé mo ṣe lójú ẹ̀ ìgbà tó tọ́ pé oní ìdòwò tó dẹ̀ sówó lọ́wọ́ mi. Ìjọba mi ṣe pé Kasim ní kí Kasim wá kó wá support. So because I'm just a aṣọ bò lójú nìyẹn bí handkerchief lọ́lọ́.
Lójú ohun tó wà. Ipò tí wọ́n ti dìbò.
Mo dìmú lọ́wọ́.
Ok. Ìkejì wa kọ́ tí òun kò wọ́n ni.
Òun kò dìmú lẹ́sẹ̀ ni.
Ok, òun náà dìmú lẹ́sẹ̀ ó tẹ̀sẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀. Báwo ni ṣe wá pa?
Kasim yẹn ló dúnbọ̀ ẹ̀.
Sọ̀rọ̀ sókè gbóhùn.
Kasim yẹn ló dúnbọ̀ ẹ̀.
Ó dúnbọ̀ ẹ̀. Ó fọ̀bẹ̀ sí lọ́rùn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ó yá, báwo ni ṣe wá ṣe ìgbà tó dúnbọ̀ ẹ̀ tó ń kọ́?
Òun náà ló
pariwo ni.
Àyọ̀rọ̀. Òun ló gé lórí ló yọrí ẹ̀, so òun náà ló ṣe gbogbo ọwọ́ ló yọ gbogbo ẹ̀ àti ọkàn.
Ìgbọ́ta ló wá gba ọkàn àti ọwọ́ àti
ó yọlẹ̀ ni.
Ok, èyí lẹ fún yẹn.
Ẹ̀hún náà mo sọ fẹ́, so ìgbà tó wá dìgbò yọ yẹn ọwọ́ yẹn kan ọwọ́ yẹn òun ni mo mú lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ mo lọ ta òun ni mo lọ ta ẹyọ kan. Mo lọ tà sí fún èèyàn ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. 50,000. Mo tọ́jú ẹ̀ wà nínú òkè. Bọ̀tẹ́ eyín wọn wá àwọn ẹran tó wá kù yẹn òun ni Kasim kò lọ ní ẹ̀gbọ́n màá bá yín gba díẹ̀ wá ń sìn.
Lọ́dẹ̀ gba díẹ̀ wá fún ẹgbẹ́ wà.
Ẹ̀rọ o ẹ mọ gbogbo àwọn wàhálà ti ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo táwọn.
Orí wa pọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ orí lọ.
Orí yẹn ni ó wà nínú báàgì. Nígbà tó dẹ̀ di pé mo pe Fakorede nígbà tí mo kó mi tí mo mọ́wọ́ yẹn lọ mo ní Fakorede tó wà nílẹ̀ o wá lókè òkè tó bá di nírọ̀lẹ́ sálẹ̀ ní pé kìíní.
Ìgbà tí a kó Fakorede kọ́ sọ wá gbé.
Èmi ti jáde lọ ìkejì mi mo lọ sí sáìdì láǹtọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, so ìkejì mi ni ló wà lọ́fíìsì òun ni wọ́n wá mú pẹ̀lú.
Báwo ló ṣe?
Mi ì mọ bọ́ ṣe mu.
Bẹ́ẹ̀
mo ti jáde.
Ìgbà tó wá mú ńkọ́ báwo ló ṣe gbọ́ pọ́n ti ní kejì ẹ̀.
èmi pè mo ní táyé níbi ló wá ó wá ní kí n má pò òun kí n fọ̀hún sílẹ̀ má pè mí mo wá ń pè é géèmù ó ní má pè mí tó sọ yìí kí nìkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ létà sábà ní wo má pè mí má tẹ̀ dúró ara má pè mí ara ìgbà ní ojú mọ̀ pé ohun nǹkan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí wọ́n ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ kẹ̀ bọ́ mi ṣe bọ́ nìyẹn.
Gbogbo wa sálọ.
mo wà ní Abẹ́òkúta náà mo wà.
Abẹ́òkúta tó wá mọ̀ ní.
Abẹ́òkúta kọ́ nígbà tó di ní ìjọ́ kejì mo gbéra mo lọ sọ́tà nìyẹn.
Ìgbẹ́lẹ́ta.
Ìlúgbò.
Ìbẹ̀rù wa wà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Ọlọ́pàá tó wà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Nǹkan tó ṣe yìí nígbà tí wọ́n sọ pé ìdíje lóhùn ní ìdúró tó òwúrò fún kí ló fà á tó fi mú ọmọ ẹ̀sìn sílẹ̀ tó fà á sílẹ̀ kẹ́ gé orí ẹ̀ fún ẹni tó fẹ́ ra orí tó fi jẹ́ pé ọmọ ọlọ́mọ lẹ́yìn kẹ́ gé orí ẹ̀.
Iṣẹ́ ìṣòwò.
Ṣé kánìkù ọmọ tiẹ̀ náà gé orí ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni báwo ni ìgbẹ́ dára ẹ̀.
Máa fara ya.
Wọ́n gbé sókè.
Máa fara ya.
Máa fara ya, tá ló fẹ́ fara ya fún?
Ó máa dùn mí.
Ó máa dùn ẹ́.
This is Africa Today Crime, where we bring you real stories that expose the dark truth behind human wickedness. We're going to see you guys on our next story. Please stay safe out there and make sure you let your siblings, your family members, or any of your relatives be aware of where you are going to. Give them your location, make sure you keep in touch with them. Alright guys, have a wonderful time. I'm out.